they got me going against another one of the top guys and one of the best people in the world. I'm like, what better way to show that I'm the best fighter in the world? You know what I mean? And then not only that, I get the only guy I've been chasing when I win this fight.
Jermell.
I want one guy. Listen to me, B. If I could just skip everything else, I wouldn't fight nobody. If he just said he would fight me right now, I'd be like, all right, you know what, Tim? Go fight somebody else. All I want is one guy. I want one guy that got what I thought I gave to him. You know what I mean? I feel like I gave it to him. A lot of times everybody see me box, but nobody ever seen me walk forward until I fought Jermell the second time. You know what I'm saying? Then he got on his bicycle. So I just think when my mind is in it and I'm focused, you could bet the house on me, B.
All right, people's asking me, what do I think about the Tony Harrison-Tim Tszyu fight? I'm like, man, is you kidding me? I'm scoped. Man, you got to love Tony Harrison. Tony Harrison is one of my favorite people to watch fight. I'm a fan of Tony Harrison. And not only that, he's from my hometown, so naturally, he get my support, he get my love, he get all that. But even besides that, you just gotta love Tony. If he didn't win you over to be a fan of his during the Charlo fight, I don't know what to say. That got him so many new fans, it's ridiculous. And while we talking about it, let me speak on the people. Whoever talking about they don't want to see a Tony Harrison, Jermell Charlo fight part 3, you are sick in the head or you don't know what's good about the sport. Because they gave you one of the best rivalries you've seen in boxing in a minute. You know what I'm saying? In a minute. To add on top of that, it helped both their careers. More people found out who Jermell Charlo was fighting Tony Harrison than anybody else that he has fought. Hands down, period. And not only that, it was one of the best press conferences, you know what I'm saying, that I've seen in a minute. Extremely entertaining. And that is the key to the whole thing. Finding two people that get together that they got a spark that creates some interest. So whoever don't want to see that a third time, I don't know why. I don't know why. Especially after that second fight, because even though Tony lost, and y'all need to go back and watch that fight. I'm gonna try to do a video on it. I'm not the one I'm not the one that they like uploading fights. So, you know, whenever I upload some fight material, man, they be on my head tough. I can barely upload anything and break anything down for y'all. But if you go back and watch that second fight, right after Tony got knocked down, man, the clinic he put on right after he got knocked down, I was more impressed by that than the win of Jermell Charlo. Tony may have lost, but in my eyes, the performance he did right after he got knocked down, what he was doing flawlessly, like, you know what I'm saying? Man, that was special. But we're going to talk about it in case you don't know what I'm talking about. And Tony Harrison is right. He did give him that fight because, you know, he got into a macho contest with him, hooked with a hook and lost. You know what I'm saying? But give and take, Tony Harrison has always been a good, solid fighter. He's only ever had problems with his stamina and his chin. You know, and that's something I don't know if he get too much help at this point. But as far as from round 1 to round 7 to 6, you ain't got to worry about Tony. It's the later rounds you got to worry about Tony. But Tony defense is crazy. Tony's technique is crazy. I mean, he a crunk fighter, for crying out loud. You know what I'm saying? Emmanuel was the one that gave him the name Super Bad. But nonetheless, I'm excited about it. And if he does win, I'm flying out to the Charlo Tony Harrison fight. Got to hold my boy down. Got to. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping and praying that he can go ahead and pull this off, because they think that they're going to catch Tony Harrison slipping. Tony Harrison has let it be known they is not catching me slipping. So we're going to see at the end of the day, you know. But nonetheless, I'm super excited. I can't wait. I'm pulling for Tony. I hope it happens, because I want a Charlo Harrison 3. And I said this before this even came into play, that this is something that they need to do, because that was one of the best rivalries I've seen in a long time. It's good for their career. And this was important about boxing. This is what I try to get fanboys to understand. You're only as good as your opponent, and your opponent will determine how much you be remembered. Okay? When you have a rivalry like this, people remember rivalries more than anything else. They may not know this, they may not know the rankings, they may not know blase split, but people always remember rivalries. When you say Arturo Gatti rivalry, who do you think of? Mickey Ward, right? You know what I'm saying? When you say Ali rivalry, who do you think of? Joe Frazier. You know what I'm saying? Rivalries are important in boxing, and when you find that good component, that's something that you need to keep going. Win, lose, or draw. Win, lose, or draw. So I'm excited about it. I hope it goes like I want it to. And you know what? I think it's about time, and I probably should have put them on there a long time ago. I got to start prioritizing Midwest fighters a little bit more. But I think it's time for Tony to go on the Rising Glove series. I think this is a Rising Glove moment right here. So I'm going to go ahead and work on that. Leave your comments in the comment section. Bruce Vane, I'm out.